I just remember starting off, like, when I felt like I got really good was when me and my friends would just freestyle and just work on that. Like I said, just being a student of the game, learning from the best people, and then really breaking it down, and then just doing it. And it's like, to me, it didn't even feel like work. It just felt like, oh, we're just going to the homie's house and we're about to just rap for a little bit. And then eventually it became like, oh, this is kind of becoming something different. It's not just, oh, we're
playing around.
Yeah, we're not just playing around. Like, it's actually becoming something good. So
Puedes hacer lo que tú quieres. You can do anything you want to do because you are worth it. Vales mucho.
What's up, y'all? We are here with AB.
What's good?
This is my boy. Woo! Yeah. So we want to introduce you to another musician. And so tell us your full name.
Aaron Brown, but I go by AB.
Yeah. You got a middle name?
Nope.
I think he's lying. He don't want to tell us. I'll find out. Okay, but I won't tell you though. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29.
Yeah.
Okay.
89, baby.
Okay. When's your birthday?
October 18th.
October 18th. That's my dad's birthday.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's cool, man. I don't know my dad. Oh well. Moving on.
Libras.
Libra. Yeah. So, I met him at Whole Foods. You guys can go visit him. He's single, right? He's single?
Damn right.
Get it, ladies. Come on. Look at those dimples. Yeah.
I got dimples? Oh,
Yeah.
I bet. I didn't even know I had them.
You're funny. Okay. So, yeah, you got to go check them out. Whole Foods. Okay. DTLA. All right. So, where are you from?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I was born in San Jose. And then when I was young, I moved to Maryland. I pretty much grew up out there. And then, yeah, a couple years ago, I decided to make the move to LA.
Woo! Yeah, go boy. Yeah, so, okay. So, let's see. I'm curious, though, like, what made you finally decide to go for it and move here?
A couple of things. I had some friends out here. The culture and the industries of music and fashion being out here. And honestly, a little, the weed culture too. So it was a little bit of everything.
Okay.
The weather.
The weather, yeah. Oh yeah, I love the weather. So you moved out here with you had other people here that you moved in with.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay. And then you had a friend from Maryland moved out here with you too?
Yeah, I had actually a few homies from Maryland move out here. There's a bunch of people.
You convinced them?
No, some people came out here before me. Some people we did. There's a couple friends we convinced to come out here too for the same reasons, and just to work and stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how many albums do you actually have out, or how many songs?
Shit, I have myself. I have songs. I don't have any albums or mixtapes. I have a collab mixtape that I did a few years ago with a couple of friends. We had a group called Life Is Easy, LIE.
Oh, that's cool.
And then so we had a little mixtape that we did. That's probably the biggest body of work that I have. But I don't even know how many songs I have, honestly. And then obviously a bunch of unfinished stuff too.
Yeah.
So
where can we find the LIE?
That one's on SoundCloud. It probably is on YouTube also. Definitely, I'm pretty sure it's on DatPiff also. I don't even know if people still use that site though.
Yeah, I never heard of that. What is it?
DatPiff.
Yeah, you were telling me about the other day. Like, that's
It's
like an
old.
app, like
It's
SoundCloud
old.
sorta, or?
It's not. No, it's just a website.
Oh, okay.
It's old, yeah.
Okay.
That's old school.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out for sure. You guys need to check them out. You got that one. I'll post that one video.
The With Time video is on YouTube. That's me and my homie Sunny P.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can post that
Bay
below
Area.
here. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
You still talk to that guy?
Yeah, that's the homie.
That's the one you live with, or?
No, I never lived with him, but he's also from the Bay Area, so that's how we kind of like connected or whatever.
Okay, cool. All right. So. Oh yeah. I wanted to ask you. So you have a son, right?
No, I have a daughter.
A daughter. Okay. What's her name?
Chloe.
Chloe. Oh. How old is she?
She's actually 11.
11. Wow. Where's she at?
She's with her mom in New York.
New York. What? Why New York?
That's where she works.
Where is that? Well, you met her in Maryland though, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she eventually moved there, after, for work or whatever. After a while, I went to school and then she moved up there for work. So.
Okay.
Mhm.
So were you married to her? No.
No.
Never been married? Okay. What else did I want to ask you? Okay. So wait a minute, how do you ever see Chloe though?
She comes out here to visit. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, I've been meaning to go out there to visit, but I haven't really been back. But she's come out since
Oh,
then.
that's
So.
cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Okay. What do you think is the best thing about being a parent?
Just it's hard to explain, but it's the things that the little things that they teach you about. One is definitely unconditional love. Like when you get older, you just don't see it as much. But when you're a kid, it just is natural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, it's almost it's like crazy in a beautiful way, But yeah, to me, it's definitely that. Where it's
Wow.
like my mind is boggled, and I look back at being a kid with my dad and my family, and just thinking different, just reflecting on certain things that they did, and just my mental state at that time, and growing up,
Yeah.
it's crazy to reflect basically and look back. That's what it gives you a chance to do. I feel like more than anything.
Yeah. Wow. That's the best answer probably that I've ever heard
For real.
for anything. Yeah. Because I was just thinking like, I love Riley. Riley, if you're watching this, I love you. Zane, I miss you guys. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, a lot of people are like mystified by me, but see, they didn't have to go through the things I had to go through, and the thing I did was like Riley and Zane saved my life. If it wasn't for you guys, I'd have taken my own life like 5 years ago, and I was like, I need to show them the way. Like, I need to show you guys that you're worth it. You can do anything you want to do. So it's not me just sitting here telling you that you're worth it and you can do it. If I'm not doing it, why would you believe me, right? So, it took me 4 years to finally get here, So I just think though, like, kids are the best, man. Like you said, they just love. They just love no matter what. And kids, like, I had to think to myself, what was I like when I was a kid? I love people. I love them no matter what. They can hurt me all they want, but I'm still gonna love them. Just forgive, just like that. Because
you don't
it hurts.
judge people.
Yeah.
Either. They're just everything's so new and innocent.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just crazy.
It's kind of crazy too, because it's like when somebody tells you something, you just believe everything they say too.
Hell yeah. You're just like, oh yeah, okay. Anything.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we should too. We should do that too, in a sense. Like, if people tell us things, just take it at face value.
Yeah, I mean,
for the most part.
It'd be nice in the perfect world. That would be obviously ideal, and people would be telling the truth every time, so that way you can believe them. Be like,
Right.
oh, yeah, okay, they're just keeping up front. But
yeah,
that innocence is something that we lose, and it's just cool to see.
And when we're kids, we don't have inhibitions. We'll sing and dance at Whole Foods. We don't care.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that shit is, man.
We'll sing and dance. We'll give everybody hugs, and we just don't care. It's like, because it hurts to hold on to that stuff. That's why people are suffering so much, because they're holding everything inside. They want to sing, they want to dance, but instead they see somebody else sing and dance, and they call them crazy or crackhead, and they want to be social. They want to be giving people hugs, and they want to be showing love and laughing all the time, but they don't, and that's why they're suffering.
Yep.
They're holding all that stuff, that good stuff in.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, because, people are afraid of rejection, whatever, Okay, so I want to ask you this. Now, what do you think is the biggest thing that's stopping you from, whether it's internal or external, what are your barriers to living the life that you love and going all in on your music?
I mean, they're both it's external and internal, obviously. But yeah, I mean, one big one to me is right now finances and being stable, and man, I could go in, but really it's just like not being secure financially, and that trickles down to the insecurities of,
Yeah.
of the other stuff too. It all goes together. But
See, it's yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know, I'm definitely, as far as that goes though, I'm confident in my
Very smart.
skills as a rapper and an artist. Is just those factors where it's like, I don't have time to do this right now. If I don't do this, I'm not gonna be able to pay the rent. I'm gonna be
Right.
I'm gonna be out of my house.
Right.
You know, and that's one of the things where I was like, I just want to get to
And
a
that
point
stops
where,
you from creating.
hell yeah, you're not in a good mind space of feeling good, and when you don't feel good, you're not gonna make good music, or you're not gonna do it at all. And I've been getting better, and for sure in the past year or so, I've been you know, trying to get around more people that do the same things. You know, so that helps too, obviously, because it gets you in that same mindset. They're doing the same things that you want to be doing.
Yeah.
Been trying to make sure I definitely at least write every single day, whether it's a few bars at a time. And that just keeps my skills sharp. But yeah, mostly just trying to get secure and really buckle down. Where I haven't, when I was younger, I was very, I would say, I could definitely say I was lazier, and like I just wasn't very focused. I was always trying to just chase, you know,
Girls.
the quick the quick pleasures, like all the dumb shit, you know,
Yeah.
buying new clothes all the time,
Yep.
and taking girls out, and you know what I mean, just dumb
Yeah.
shit. You're just blowing money, and I never got to the point where I felt like I was financially stable and where I wanted to be, independent and
Right.
stuff like that. So I was like, I finally got to this point right now, you know. Now I'm about to be 30, but I finally feel like I got to a point of being frustrated with being frustrated, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna be positive from now. I'm gonna, you know, plan my goals out, and then if I know I have my goals planned out, there's no reason for me to be upset, because I know in a year or two this is where I'm gonna
Right.
be. So
Yeah.
yeah, the biggest thing holding me back, you know, obviously is myself, but at the same time, you know, I know that there are factors that I'm actively changing and, you know, constantly reflecting on, working on. So that's pretty much where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
Expect music. I did it. I have a couple tracks that should be getting released. I worked on a couple things definitely this year. I want to do more. But yeah, I have a song with Stucco, who also works with me.
Stucco?
Yeah, that's his producer name. He goes by Stucco. And then
Do I know him?
Yeah,
Oh,
he works over at, what you call it?
you told me. Who was it?
George,
Jorge?
if that's what you call him. He
I
goes.
don't remember that. There's a couple Jorge.
I just call him Stucco all the time.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I have a song with them. I have a couple tracks that I did with some other homies. We called ourselves the DTLA Syndicate. They're out there, but they're kind of unreleased. But it just comes down to like logistics, getting the song, making
Yeah.
sure it's finally engineered, and then what platform do we want to release as a group of people versus, you know, it's not just me. I'm not the only one making decisions in the you know, in this. But yeah, so I have a couple tracks, but I definitely want to do more by the end of the year. Have my own EP. My one big goal is doing basically I want to do a song with not every person, but all my friends, like everybody that I know that does music that I'm really cool with. I just want to I want to have a song like like regardless, like even if I'm just a feature or they made the beat and I'm on it or whatever, like I just want to be a part.
I have a special song that I wrote kind of when I first started writing it. It was like right before I found out that you had that one song with that what's his name?
Sonny?
Yeah,
Sonny P?
yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, wait a minute. I like in the first part that I wrote, like there's this one little rap that I wrote, and I was like, this could be done from a male point of view instead. And I was like, I could have Aaron do it. So I want to have you at least on that one track.
All right,
you know.
let's get it.
Yeah.
2019 is the year.
Yeah,
Shit.
this is our year. Okay, so now growing up, who was the most like influential artist on you? Like, was there somebody that kind of, you know, got you through your hardest time as a child, or, you know, helped you growing up or something like that?
I really can't pick one. I would say I've always been mostly into music, but and my dad was a musician, so that's kind of where it started. But like really one of the really big artists that I like was obviously Michael Jackson. And you know, from there it kind of just like blossomed down, just you know, finding more artists and doing more research. But when I got into hip hop a couple years later, when I really got into it and going back to the old school, I went through I went through my Biggie phase, and I went through my Tupac phase.
Yeah.
It got me through a lot of depressed times in high school, and
Me too.
just a little dumb shit. And then, you know, I would say probably now, and it's been a little bit, I would say, like, to me right now, my overall all-time favorite is Jay-Z, but I wouldn't say he wasn't there like on the early on getting me through anything. That was more like Tupac and Biggie,
Yeah.
and just the coming up on A Tribe Called Quest,
Oh yeah.
Q-Tip, you know.
Yeah.
Those are
That's
my
good
guys.
stuff. Okay, that's good stuff. All right. So, let's see. What would you say was the hardest time in your life? Not necessarily like, you know, going through your parents' divorce or something like that, but like, what was the hardest thing for you to do in your life? Was it you moving to LA, not really knowing many people and uprooting yourself so you could start your music, or something else? Like, what was the hardest time in your life, and how did you get through the challenge?
Honestly, I guess the hardest time, I'm not gonna include, like, you know, everybody goes through like growing pains or whatever, and your high school woes or whatever, the regular, you know, most people go through a lot of similar shit. But I would say the hardest time for me, aside from those times, were probably when I got into my accident in 2015, and I broke my arm and my leg, and I had to relearn how to walk.
Wow.
And I was on bed rest for 3 months, and
Wow.
you know, it was mentally as well as physically, like,
Yeah.
crazy for me, where I had to, man, the physical part wasn't as bad as the mental part, because it was like the mental part is like it doubles down on you, because it's
Yeah.
like even when you get better, I still had a lot of things that I had to work through. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was definitely one of the toughest times in my life. But it definitely made me, I had a lot of time to think about shit and
Yeah.
figure shit out. So I feel like that was
Yeah.
a big growing point for me too.
Yeah, and then you kind of, one of the hardest things mentally was probably because you kind of lost your independence, right?
Hell yeah.
Like, you had to depend on people to do things for you. Yeah.
Push me around and
Yeah.
help me take a shower, and it's like, it's things that people take for granted that definitely made a
Exactly.
difference for me, where it's like, I can't even walk.
Yeah.
And we've been walking since we're babies. And
Yeah.
it's like, some people were born and they can't walk or lost their ability to walk. So I'm just even grateful to be able to walk again.
Me too,
and
man.
be normal. And it's just
Yeah.
like, you know, some people don't have that luxury, so it's just kind of like that. It just made me think a lot. You know, I never thought that way before. I was
Yeah.
like, just took it for granted. I was like, oh, yeah, obviously I
me
can
too.
walk and run and shit, but
I know.
you know.
Me too. Like, that's the same thing with me. When I couldn't walk for that 1 year, it was terrible. I was so weak physically. It was like, I became stronger mentally though, because of it, you know?
Yeah.
So it was crazy. That's awesome. Yeah. All right, so I want you to tell us, like, what's your process like as a musician? Do you, I see you writing. You say you write a lot every day, right? But when you write, do you have like a beat already in mind, or you just write because you have something that you want to get out, or what?
A little bit of both. It just depends. Sometimes it just comes to me with no beat, and you're just like, all right, these are the. I always think of it like I'm channeling something from the universe. I really don't. I always feel like that. I always feel like that's what everybody's doing. Everybody has the opportunity to make these songs and say the same shit.
Yeah.
Because nothing is new and nothing is original. It's just how you put it together. But I feel like it just how you channel it through yourself. You know what I mean? To me, that's just what I feel. And so when I'm writing stuff, sometimes it comes to me, and sometimes I'll listen to a beat first, and then I'll be like, okay, this beat is saying this to me. Or sometimes I'll just have a feeling that I want to put on a specific beat or whatever, you know? And even occasionally I'll just like switch beats and keep writing a stream of consciousness that's maybe not on one specific beat, but it's like, okay, it kind of goes with this. This is like, you know?
Yeah.
But.
Do you play any instruments? No?
Nah. I used to like play piano. My dad can play the piano, so. But I can't play. It's been years and years, probably decades since I played the piano, so.
But do you have like a studio and you sit there and you put your beats together and stuff like that?
Actually, no, I don't make my own beats. As of right now, I've thought of it. It's crossed my mind, and you know, but I just never. That was just never my forte, and something that I got into.
Yeah.
But it's always been in the back of my head, like, damn, I should I think I've heard music in my head that I'm like, oh, this is a good beat,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to put it down.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
Yeah.
like one thing that but
And that's a skill that you can have that give you more independence. You don't have to depend on other people to make beats for you.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's why I'm trying to learn right now to make my own beats and stuff.
What are you
Yeah.
using?
I'm just using like GarageBand and BandLab, basically.
Shit, plenty of people use that.
Yeah. So, and plus there's like I've actually bought like a couple beats off I can't remember the name of the site, but I bought a couple beats too. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, so you don't have any like special apps or anything that you go to? So okay, do you have a studio that you can recommend, or do you have like friends with studios you go to, or what do you do there? Just mostly your friends?
I have a place where I can do rough stuff in my house. I can get some stuff done. I have a little in-home studio to get stuff done. But yeah, I have a couple people around DTLA for sure that have in-home studios that are pretty good. And where I went to record that one song, the With Time song you heard, that was at Dubroom Studios. That one's a very good studio. They had
really?
out the door pretty much. It sounded ready
Just
to
the
go.
sound or the sound? Okay.
The sound was good. I mean, even just the engineer, he was really cool. He's just really professional. So
Yeah.
that studio was nice. I mean, it's one of the few like really big ones that I had went to. So
What about what do you call it? Crap. Oh dang! I'm kind of tired.
blanked out.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you a question about the video. How do you do the video? Who does that for you?
That one specifically was our homie Jay Riley. Look for him on Instagram. He's nice though. Yeah. That was the homie. He
Jay
pretty-
Riley.
Yeah.
Okay.
He pretty much he hooked it up, and he directed it, shot it, and came up with everything, the treatment, and everything. So
Oh, it was amazing. I love that video. It
I
was
appreciate it. Yeah,
Great
all
work,
credit to
yeah.
him because he came over, he got the dancer and everything, and
Oh, really?
it's
Oh,
kinda,
wow.
yeah, we put it together. Me and Sonny
Yeah.
P basically just worked on the track side of it and got the music together, and he kind
Yeah.
of hooked it up with the video. And he had all these ideas and the location, which was also local
Yeah.
in downtown. So
Yeah, that was cool.
a little
Okay.
more artsy, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty good, man. It was professional, you know?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. So with your so you told me, well, I don't want to, with your music, so eventually you're going to be full-time with your music. But do you have plans of doing other, like expanding with that, or like what's your big crazy goals? Like what do you want to do how do you want to touch lives? You know what I mean? Like what's your biggest message to the world?
My biggest message, I mean, I guess something along the lines of basically we're all one, and even along the lines of what I was saying earlier about it feels like it's just the universe speaking through you. And I think I almost feel that way about everything now, like sports. It's like the greatest people are just channeling like the universe's best energy. It's like Michael Jordan was the best, and it was definitely his work ethic and everything, but I just feel like the way he was doing things was just the universe channeling through him, and that's why he worked at it, and that's why he became the best at doing that. But you know what I mean? And so to me, that's kind of the message I want to send, that everybody, literally everyone has that, whether it may not be just music or sports, maybe just it could be anything like helping people out or whatever, but you just got to figure out a way to channel that energy.
Yeah, exactly.
And music was the only thing that I've been able to feel like I've reached a goal where I feel like I worked at it enough, not enough because you can always get better, but I worked at it to a point where I realized that I got a really like I got where I felt like was pretty good, and people around me were saying it's pretty good, so it kind of got me to a point where I was like, okay, it's based on the work. You gotta put the work in. You gotta
It's
study
10,000 hours.
Yeah, 10,000 exactly. It's 10,000 hours before you become an expert, and it's like you just gotta keep working at it, and eventually you'll have that breakthrough. And you have to strive to want to be better too. So
Yeah, exactly. You have to have the energy. The energy has to be like, you have to see where it's gonna end up, and then just like channel that energy through the whole process and just feel it and just love the process the whole time, because it's gonna take a lot of work.
Right.
And it could be frustrating, but I'm at the point now that I'm just a lot happier because I finally I laugh so much at myself, and I'm finally like understanding like what that really means. Like I said the words because I couldn't really say the words before because I really just didn't understand it. But now that I understand, I've heard so many people say about like, what are you talking about? You know, but now it's like, okay, now I get it because I've actually done it without even thinking about it. What I was doing, but then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is how you do it. This is how you love the process.
You just put in the work without even thinking about it.
Yeah, and if you love the process, then you're gonna get to where you need to be. Because it's like, you know, it's all about that cliche. You know, it's the journey, not the destination. But it is the destination. But you ain't worried about that. As long as you're good on the journey, you're happy on the journey, you're gonna get there.
Hell yeah.
And don't worry about how long it takes.
Right.
You know.
You can't. And if you're having a good time with it, you won't really even think about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
I just remember starting off like when I felt like I got really good was when me and my friends would just freestyle and just work on that. Like I said, just being a student of the game, learning from the best people, and then really breaking it down, and then just doing it. And it's like, to me, it didn't even feel like work. It just felt like, oh, we're just going to the homie's house and we're about to just rap for a little bit. And then eventually it became like, oh, this is kind of becoming something different. It's not just, oh, we're
playing around.
Yeah, we're not just playing around. Like, it's actually becoming something good. So
okay. So we're gonna talk about food and friendship. Okay. So, all right. So, what do you? Well, first of all, do you work out?
Not as much as I should, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm blessed with a good metabolism. But
Yeah.
no, I normally just do. If anything, I really do basic shit. I just do push-ups, squats, and run.
At home or in the gym?
Mostly at home, but you know, every once in a blue moon, I'll jump in the gym or whatever. Go on somebody's free pass.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Oh, I also ride the bike. That's my shit.
Oh,
Riding
yeah.
my bike. Well, my bike wheel got stolen, so I haven't been riding. But
What?
That's my shit.
That's crazy. Stole your bike.
It's LA.
I love riding a bike too. I know, right? But okay, you know what? You want to come to Planet Fitness with me after this?
Hell no, I need to eat.
I got you. I know. I heard you on that one. All right. So like, okay. So what's your favorite foods? What do you like to eat?
Damn. When you have to actually pick, it's always harder.
Yeah.
Ain't it?
Well, what do you eat every day? I see you.
I like to eat like
You like
burger.
to eat pizza.
Right. And see, I like pizza, but I just like to mix it up. I can't really pick one.
I know, me
But like, I
too.
love
That's
pizza.
me.
I obviously love pizza. I obviously
why I
love
gained weight.
burgers. I love fucking sushi.
I love all
Chinese
flavors
food.
too.
Exactly.
Like,
You feel me?
Like caramel.
Oh, you see, you talking about something else now. You talking about
Oh man.
dessert though. That's my
Get
shit.
what he was saying. Chocolate pudding. Chocolate. You like the chocolate vegan pudding? Oh
I've never
my
had it.
Gosh, it's so good. It's addictive.
The strawberry shortcake shit is good too.
Oh, I don't think I can eat it
That
because
one's
it's got
good.
gluten, I think. I love
feel
strawberry
that.
shortcake.
That
though,
one's
man.
good. That one's
Mom,
fire.
you gotta make me some gluten-free strawberry shortcake. My mom makes the best strawberry shortcake. Oh
I
my
bet you they
gosh.
got one in Hopefully
Gluten-free?
Probably.
I don't think so.
I
I'll
bet
ask
you they
them.
do.
I should ask them, huh?
Mhm.
But they probably, you know what? I could probably make it myself. Get some, or you know what? You could probably make it without the things. You can
Bread.
find something else to make. Yeah, you can find something else to make it with. You know.
Do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to find another gluten-free kind of cake. We got something.
I mean, it
for
doesn't
sure.
have to even be cake. It could be something simple. It could be like, I don't know, make it with almond butter instead or something, you know? I don't know. Okay. What about, okay, I want to talk about friendship now. Like, I want to ask your opinion. I'm starting to ask everybody this question. What is a good friend to you?
What is a good friend? I guess somebody that's there for you and cares for you, and a real good friend is pretty much like family. But yeah, I don't know. Loyalty comes to mind,
Exactly.
and respect.
Keeping your private stuff private, like, don't tell people your business.
Of course, oh well, that's like mandatory. That's
Yeah.
like that goes along with loyalty to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I heard this quote one time, and it said, a real friend is someone who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way about you and Matthew, you know? Like you and Matthew and David. Rhythm Rug. Love you, Rhythm Rug.
What up, player?
Yeah. I know he's going to watch this, you know. And just people that just was like, just there. They cared, you know.
Oh, and they don't judge you.
Right. Yes. Thank you. That's a big one. Yeah. Like, I've had a lot of women do that. Like, I'll burp, and they'll be like, "Ew, you're such a pig," and I'm like, "I'm never gonna hang out with you again." You know, like you're human. You don't burp. Come on. You know?
Right. But they just
Yeah,
keep
you're
it private. They
disgusting.
just keep
Yeah.
it. You know, they
Really?
just pretend.
That's a big thing for
That's
me.
what it is.
That's
They
a
just
big
be
issue.
pretending.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna be around you because you're a robot. You're never gonna fart. I mean, come on. You know.
Hey, they might be shit
I won't-
nowadays. They might be robots. Can't trust these people.
There is a lot of AI out there. They
That's what
call
I'm
me
saying.
every day.
I can't
It's
trust
crazy.
these people.
It's like, yeah, it's like to me, love is never having to say excuse me. You know, you can fart around somebody and hey, that was a 10. Like, give me some of that one. You know, like yeah. Oh, that is love. When you can burp and fart around somebody, and that not only do they not judge you, they're like, damn, that was a good job you did right there. That's love. You know? Yeah. So okay, let me look at my thing. Oh yeah. Okay, I got 2 more questions. So, who do you think was when you were growing up? Who was the greatest influence on your life? Like, was it your mom, your dad, grandpa, grandma, teacher? You know,
Definitely my dad.
your dad.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
talk about him a lot.
It's just yeah. I mean, I pretty much grew up mostly with him, so.
Single dad.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, but you know, I never felt like I had a big family, so I never felt like I missed out on anything. I never felt that way.
Yeah.
You know, and now that I'm older, kind of like what I was going back to saying before, it's like now that I'm older and seeing that, I'm like, damn, this is how he was. So like, you know, I kind of want to follow in his footsteps, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy when you look at it. When you reflect back, and then you really realize like the sacrifices that were made, and
Yeah.
you know, the amount of love that was shown, or you know, when you didn't get your way when you were younger, you don't understand it. But then when you get older, you're like, oh shit, that was my fault, or I was in the wrong. You know.
Yeah.
You look at it later, like, or
Exactly. Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I'm glad we did this because I'm like, wow, you got a lot of good answers and you know, you gave me a lot of good insight, you know, stuff to think about basically because stuff that I forgot.
That's why when I looked at the
Stuff
questions, I was like,
forgot.
I would be willing to answer all of it because it's like, when I looked
Yeah.
I was like, there were some actually good questions, so I was like, I had to think about it too, you know? And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, these are good
Like
questions.
she actually really wants to do this. She's gonna put effort in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they legit.
Cause I love you, man. You're awesome. You know,
Love you too, Liberty.
you're a lot of fun. You know, but you know, and before today, I just didn't realize how smart you are, how wise you are. Not, I never thought you were stupid, but you know.
Oh, you thought I was.
No. But the more you know about somebody, the more you can like them. Usually, you
Of
know?
course, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and you know, I thought about this quote. I think about this quote all the time. Like, you know how they always say like love is blind? I read this quote one time. It changed my life. It was like 8 years ago, and it said it was by this Rabbi Julius Gordon. He said, "Love is not blind. Love sees more, not less. But because it sees more, it is willing to see less." You know,
Yeah,
like.
yeah, that makes sense.
I see, like, that's why there's a lot of people that I respect them, but I don't really, like, I don't feel them, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, I don't really like this person, but I still go back and talk to them because, like, I ask questions like that. If they don't want to ask questions, I give up. You know, I don't want to be walking on eggshells and stuff, begging people, you know?
Right.
But if a person starts to open up to me and they start to tell me things and I start to see, oh, I can see their heart, okay? I like them more, you know? And so if somebody hurts me or, you know, or if they do things I don't agree with in their lifestyle or whatever, I still love them. I love them more. And I'll just let those things go because it's just in the long run, it's better just to see the good things. You know, I'm not going to let somebody beat me up or call me names or disrespect me, you know, obviously. But I'm just a different person today. I just thank God that I was homeless all that time and, you know, and I just got to know people more. I got to know myself more,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it's just been a great, and I'm really glad I met you, you know.
I'm glad I met you too.
He was cool from day one, you know. Just real cool. Tell him what you
And
told
Liberty
me.
was wild since day one.
Oh yeah. What was that? How was that? What would I do?
Nothing. Like I told you before, it was just like your confidence when nobody else, everybody else is scared to be loud or whatever, just express themselves honestly, and that's why it's cool. It's I take cues from that, and I'm like, okay, if she could do that, then why can't I? You know what I mean?
Why?
Like,
What do you do?
I don't do anything, but I'm just being yourself, being myself. Just like I'm louder than most of the people that work there. They always say that. They're like, oh well, you got to keep it more professional. Which, granted, it's their business, so I can agree with that. They're not wrong, but at the same time, I'm gonna express myself and be happy and make sure I want the people that work there to be happy too, and even the customers.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna just go there and laugh and tell jokes, and we're gonna get work done. But I'm gonna make sure the environment that I'm in and what I'm doing is gonna be based around me and everybody having a good time. We're gonna get through the day. It's gonna be positive. Ain't nobody gonna be mad there at work.
Makes it go much better that way, quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's plenty of times where I see people and they're literally, oh, I hate being here. I'm like, yo, why are you mad? And then, we get to talking, and then we're usually laughing about something completely different. And then it's like, okay, now you're good. Like, it just, all that took was just you breaking it down and being like, yo, I'm not going to be mad about this shit anymore. I'm not going to think negatively about mostly anything, but like definitely about work or whatever. I'm just like, yo, let's have a good time. And that goes back to like, just being confident and being within yourself, being like, yo, this is what I enjoy doing. I'm not going to stifle myself just because everybody's looking at me or whatever. Like, that's what a lot of people do. So that's why I respect you just for that. Just like that's just crazy.
Like today when that guy you didn't realize why I got so excited. Because that dude, I was doing my podcast earlier, I was talking about how crazy I am, and the dude was like, I want to tell you I love you. He just came over from behind the thing, that guy from Tim from Amazon, or what is it?
Oh, yeah, Tim, yeah.
And he was like, I just want to tell you I love you, I agree with everything you just said. And so he started talking.
Funny.
Yeah.
I saw you, I did, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, but wait. So he said that, so that kind of gave me some real more energy, good energy, right? But then this dude walked by. He walked by. He was in Whole Foods with his sleeping bag. And I was like, wow, I seen people walk by like that, but he walked through the store.
Inside.
Yeah, and then the security guard was watching him, and I was just like, I love you, LA. I was screaming loud.
Didn't they kick that man out?
I couldn't help it. I don't know if he kicked him out,
I think they kicked that man out.
It was just funny because, I just was thinking. I remember when I first came here, I was like, "Oh God, I'm in big trouble." Because the first thing I saw was when I was flying out here, was I saw people all along the highway, everywhere with tents and stuff like that, and I was like, "Dang, man, I don't stand a chance out here," because I was homeless, Yeah. And I was like, everybody's homeless here.
You thought you was gonna have to be in the line?
Huh?
You thought you was gonna be in that line?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I'm not gonna be different from anybody else. I'm gonna be the same, but I still stand out, don't I? Because I was like, thank you, Jesus. But no, remember that one day, the first day we met. You remember what he said to me? There was some old guy, and I was trying to give him a cart, because I was like, here, you can have this one. Remember, I was putting it back or something, and he was like, that's okay. And he took another cart from next to me. I was like, what's wrong with this guy? He won't take my. I was trying to give him a gift, give him a free cart. I mean, come on. And so then I was like, I tried or something. I was like talking to myself, and you came over. You were doing something with the cart.
I think I was like, oh, I guess whatever. Wasn't that like, oh, whatever, forget that guy or something like that?
No, you were like, you still get karma points of me.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Yeah. I remember now. I definitely remember that.
and then that was the first time I met you. And then I asked you your name, and you were like, I was like, what's your real name? What's your first name? You're like, Aaron. I was like, all right, I don't like that. I'm gonna call you Aaron. I said, I like that name, remember? And then I came over to you. I thought you were Mexican too.
I get that all the time.
Really? But anyway, I came over to you, and you were standing by. You were helping people pack them or whatever. And I was like, hey, Aaron, I got a question. I was like, because there's an opportunity. I had a good line that I wanted to use, and I was thinking about it. And I came up to you. I said, so I got a lot of. If I get a lot of karma points, can I cash them in for a karma?
Yes,
like, yeah.
I remember that. I definitely
remember what you said? What'd you say?
What did I say? I don't remember what I said. Do you remember?
I was like, you were like, if you play your cards.
Oh
right?
yeah, that's my shit. Yeah, if you play your cards right.
That was funny. But he's just fun. He's just so much fun everywhere. You can tell, like, when you see
That's
this dude,
funny.
you can feel him when you come in there. When I come in the Whole Foods, I can tell he's there because he's got that energy. You know, he's got that good energy like me, and we feel each other. You know, me, you, Matthew, then David when David was there, and then what's his name? From the I gotta tell you what he said. This is hilarious. Lennon.
Oh yeah, I don't really know that dude, but yeah, you came by on the way.
Yeah, so he walked by, and so then I went over there because I was like, hey, you got Veganese over here? And well, first of all, he was telling me some cool stuff. I asked him, well, anyway, we'll talk later about that. But, so check this out. So I said to him, I just like laughing and joking, right? So I said to him, can I get some Veganese? And so he was like, yeah, we got avocado. That's the first one I ever had, avocado. That was so good. But anyway, he was like,
Our first avocado ever?
No, avocado Veganese.
Oh shit.
Oh, that stuff was banging. But anyway, he was like, I said, how old are you? He said, 44, right? I was like, dang, you look so young. I was like, I thought you were younger than me. I was like, you know, I'm 40. He was like, you look 21. I was like, what do you want? I was thinking he wants money. That's what I was thinking. I was about to say, I ain't got no money. And he was like, that's what he said too. He was like, I want money. He's like, I just paid rent. I'm broke. Yeah. And I was like, I ain't got it yet, baby. When I get my private jet, I'm gonna take you away from all this.
Get you
Right?
a linen?
Yeah. I was like, look, yeah, but check it out. I was like, wait a minute, are you married? He was like, yeah, I am. I was like, how am I gonna take you away? He was like, don't tell nobody. Oh, you crazy, dude.
It was a dog.
It's just, but no, it's
No,
just
I'm
like
just
people just like it's not even like people don't expect when you flirt with people, and people don't really expect to go anywhere with it most of the time. I think they just like to. It just keeps you going. It keeps the day going, and
Yeah.
it's like encouragement, you know.
Yeah, and it just makes people feel good, you know? Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm all about the positive shit now, so
Yeah.
to me, I just want everybody to feel good, and
Right.
I just think it brings the whole morale up, and it makes everybody do better, so...
Right. Yeah, like
know?
don't lie to people. Don't give them false hope, and don't be like don't go around telling everybody tell all the girls they're beautiful. But like if you see something good, say it. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree and disagree with that. Like,
What do you
don't like. I think there's beauty in every. Like, I just realized this in the last couple of years. Like, everybody. Like, I didn't really really realize this before. Every person is beautiful in a way that you might not see,
Right.
or you might not know at first. And that's the crazy part. Like, I literally figured this out like a couple of years ago. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I see what they mean. Everybody's beautiful. Like, I thought it was just some shit to say, some cliche shit. Like, oh, everybody,
Yeah.
you try and be nice, but it's really like everybody does have beauty within them, and just you gotta figure it out, or maybe you're not meant to see it, or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, everybody and so like, as far as like, you shouldn't do it in that sense to be like, oh, you tell every girl they're beautiful, but at the same time, it's not like a wrong. If your intentions are good, it's not the wrong thing
Right.
to do.
Yeah, I'm saying like when you see what it is that makes them beautiful, then you should say it. Don't hold it back either.
Right.
You know? Yeah. I mean, don't just say things just to say it.
Yeah,
Say it when
right.
you feel it, when you mean it.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I just found out too that you're on Snapchat. I just saw it on your profile, and so I got you on Snapchat. Tell them unless you don't want them to find you on Snapchat. Tell them how to find you.
Nah, cause I literally never use it.
Okay, well just tell them how to find you on IG, Facebook, wherever you want them to find you.
You can find me on Instagram at itsabbaby.
It's like a dash or something,
Spell it
right?
out. Yeah, it's like ITSAB underscore
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
gonna
put it
come.
below.
You'll find it. If you look, it's AB baby. You'll find me.
Yeah, I'll put the link below too. You on Facebook or anything else?
I'm all right. So the reason I don't really give out my social media, I have them, but
don't
I
use
literally,
it.
and I'm talking about I haven't used it in years and years. So for me, there's no except for Instagram. That if you want to follow Instagram, I would say that's the best platform to follow me on. But everything else, yeah, I pretty much, don't use it. I wanted to take a break because
Yeah.
everybody right now, and the reason is everybody's so obsessed with it, and I realized that I was getting very obsessed with it.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I already feel like I don't have enough time in the day.
Right.
So like I realize that if I'm not using it for business, then
Right.
I don't really want to use it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. But definitely follow me on Instagram. I have anything I do have will be on there.
Yeah,
So,
are you music? Okay. Yeah, he's got his you can find his YouTube video on there that he did with I keep forgetting the guy's name.
Sunny P.
Sunny P.
Yeah.
And
And you'll find links to the older stuff too. So,
yeah. Make sure you look for him because he's blowing up. He's going places,
Oh,
people.
we coming back.
And ladies,
sure.
if you ever want to give him a hug, go down to Whole Foods.
Oh, I'm accepting all hugs.
I like that. All right. On that note, I love you.
We out of here.
Thank
Love
you for
too.
coming.
Of course.
You are worth it.
We made it happen.
Yes, thank
You're
you.
worth it.
I know. That's why it's the name of my multimedia agency, the soon to be $1 trillion umbrella. You are worth it. I love you guys. Follow him. Follow me. Comment below. And if you enjoyed this, if you got something out of it, please let me know. Reach out to me on any of your favorite platforms. And please comment and share this. You are worth it.